Welcome back. Thanks a lot for staying with us. Some breaking developments now coming in. Virat Kohli has reported an alleged breach of privacy in his hotel room in Perth. Now, Virat Kohli has posted a video on his Instagram page, which was originally posted on TikTok by an unidentified user with a caption that said, King Kohli's hotel room. It scanned through the room where Kohli was staying. Now, Virat Kohli has called it appalling, an invasion of privacy. Anushka Sharma has also reacted, called the video an absolute disgrace and a violation of a human being. So Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma both reacting after that video that was, as I said, put out on TikTok by an unidentified user. It gave a room tour of Virat Kohli's room in Perth, and it said King Kohli's hotel room. Virat Kohli has now put the same video on his Instagram page, and he's alleging a breach of privacy in his hotel room in Perth. Virat Kohli has gone on to say this is an invasion of privacy. As I pointed out, Anushka Sharma has also reacted, calling this an absolute disgrace, violation of a human being. Now, while, of course, what essentially Virat Kohli has gone on to say in that long post that he's put out, that we do understand the excitement that fans have when they see their players, but there's a certain line that you cannot cross. And when you breach that line, that is not a true fan. The larger question also is that what that fan did was extremely disturbing. But what about the responsibility of the hotel management at large? How did you actually have a fan having access to Virat Kohli's room? So many questions are being raised at this point. Just look at the video that we're putting out on our screens. This was the video that was put out by an unidentified user on TikTok. The caption, as you can see on your screen, says King Kohli's hotel room. This is in Perth. And now you have Virat Kohli posting that same video on his Instagram page, and he's saying, is this what a true fan really does? He started, that post by saying that we understand the excitement and the love that we get from our fans, and that yes, you do get excited when you see your favorite players, but there is a certain line that you cannot cross, and this is an invasion of privacy and nothing else. You also have Virat Kohli's wife, actress Anushka Sharma, also now reacting, saying that this is an absolute disgrace. It's a violation of a human being. But as I said, larger questions also being raised as far as the role of the hotel authorities themselves. I'm just going to read out some excerpts of the post that was put out by Virat Kohli. It says, I understand that fans get very happy and excited seeing their favorite players, get excited to meet them, and I've always appreciated that. But this video here is appalling. It's made me feel very paranoid about my privacy. If I cannot have privacy in my own hotel room, then where can I really expect any personal space at all? I am not okay with this kind of fanaticism and absolute invasion of privacy. Please respect people's privacy and not treat them as a commodity for entertainment. My colleague Shivani now joining us on the broadcast. Shivani, as I said, what the fan did is questionable, but larger question also being raised as to how did the fan even have access to the player's room?
Absolutely. That's the biggest question right now. We are being told that certainly this matter was raised with the hotel authorities by the Indian team, because this happened in Perth while they were there for the South Africa match. They have since moved on for their next match to Adelaide. So far, we've not got any response in public of the hotel, but they must be looking into it. And there is a very big possibility that it is one of the hotel staff who has made this video, because I really doubt if a random person, quote-unquote fan or otherwise, would have access to a private room in a hotel, that too the Indian team's or a prominent athlete's room. It is quite likely, I feel, that it is one of the hotel staff who has done it. And then the audacity to put it on social media as well. For example, this video was put on TikTok. So you can absolutely understand the outrage that Virat Kohli must be feeling. I mean, not just as a prominent athlete, but for any individual, you take it as a given that your belongings and your room are private in a hotel room. That is an understanding when you book a room. And certainly for something like this to happen to a prominent cricketer while the World Cup is going on in Australia is absolutely appalling. Not just Indian athletes, but global athletes travel day in and day out. And I don't remember the last time anything like this has come to light, where somebody got into the room of an athlete or an individual otherwise and actually made a full video and put it on social media. This is absolutely appalling.
Two questions here, Shivani. One, as you rightly pointed out, if this can happen to somebody like Virat Kohli, then what about privacy like people like me and you? And more importantly, the larger question that is also being raised, that will a true fan actually do something like this?
It's very difficult to say, but I don't think a random individual in a hotel room. First of all, when Indian teams or teams during the World Cup stay in a hotel, whether in India or overseas, there are certain security parameters. You are not allowed, for example, on certain floors that a team or an athlete must be staying in. You need to be a resident of that or a visitor or somebody who's staying in the hotel. Not all hotels have such facilities, but generally there is a sense of greater security and privacy maintained for the athletes who are staying, especially in team sports like this. Secondly, even if you were to be able to get onto the floor or to the lobby, maybe get a selfie with a cricketer, how likely is it that you can actually enter somebody's room? And clearly there's nobody else in the room right at the moment when this video was shot. So Virat Kohli or his staff or his personal managing team was not there. How can something like this happen? It's frankly unbelievable, which is why I feel that it is very likely that this is an individual who's part of the hotel staff. If you see in one of the grabs from the video, the person is very well suited, is wearing, a men's suit with a proper shirt and belt. Looks like this could be one of the hotel staff. And for a hotel staff to do this, certainly is very, very dangerous.
True. So we'll still await an official